launched more right now.
There's been adjustments, a lot of adjustments over time in all different kinds of places. And again, this community gave all the feedback in the world to these developers. They've heard every single thing in the book and have been able to sort of parse that information and say, here's what most people are saying about this game. How do we adjust this to be a game that's playable by everyone and enjoyable by everyone? And so I think, especially with the late changes to crouch cancel, there's been a lot more excitement for the game as a whole.
Yeah. You know, Lunar rocking over here the Goku fits. I can see why he's seed number 2. If he had the blonde hair, he would have been seed number 1.
Well, I also have no idea who Lunar plays, so or Nexplosion for that matter. I'm actually not familiar with either of these two. So
we will be here in a sec. Okay.
Maypul, Zetterburn. All right, so Zetterburn from Lunar and Maypul from Nexplosion. All right, we're gonna get a little bit of a button check here, and we have melee movement out here. We got all kinds of melee movement. We love our moonwalks here.
Oh my god, look at this. Lunar is just
wave shining,
wave dashing, wave shining.
We wave landing. We're doing all the fancy stuff. We just want to move. We want to show off.
I feel like Nexplosion is like chewing gum or something behind the mask, the way it's still moving.
Or talking.
Either that or he's hyping himself up, yeah. Lunar is for sure chewing gum. Oh no, they are talking, my bad. They're like, hey, fun game? Fun game. It's a good game. Great game. How's your game controller feel? It's great. How about your PlayStation 5? Yes, fantastic. So glad it works out of the box.
Well, judging by this melee movement, I can only assume that these two are both bringing the classic melee controller, but who knows? Who knows? I can't see their hands.
Yeah, production, can we get like controller inputs up on screen one day? Not now, but
that would be
one day. That'd be pretty dope.
For this game, I feel like that's the kind of thing they would want to implement, because I know that that is a popular thing in the sort of melee side of the scene, to like see those input displays.
I want to see their hands break in real time.
You know what? It is also sort of a factor where they haven't finished the training mode yet. They've been saying one of the first things they're going to add to the game is a lot more training mode features. Like a lot more.
I would like that, because I remember I looked at the how to play option on the screen and it took me to a Steam page. I'm like, no, God, please, no. Just have it in game.
I think what they have though is they have a fully dev-built frame data page.
That's nice.
Yeah. What's going on?
Taunting. Oh, it's like, hey, you dare approach me? Okay. All right. Now we're going. No, we're not. Lunar over here just wants us to move a little bit more.
Something's going on.
I think Nexplosion is having a hard time.
All right, now we're getting going.
Now we're going. Look at this. Finally, they're done with the charge.
Where to begin here? It's looking like there's quite a bit of scrapping going on here, but for the most part, this Maypul has been taking the lead here.
Yeah, Lunar's not really winning a lot of these trades over here, but finally getting this space, using those Hadokens to some great advantage.
Oh, wave shine back, run back in, and shine again.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that melee movement you were talking about come to great advantage.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a couple different play styles going on all at once, because you have people who have like more like melee core movement, and then you have people who are thinking a little more like move-based and spacing, and like people who don't really need as much movement to accomplish what they want to do. And yet, these players can exist on the same stage.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right, actually air dodges right through the plants, but can't avoid that up air for too long. Nexplosion taking the first stock.
Ooh, great get-up attack here. That's going to give some room for an explosion, but short-lived. Lunar gets stage control, and
you have that fireball. Okay,
a little bit of an overcommit there, and that's going to give Nexplosion a bit more advantage.
Oh,
right.
Ooh,
good dodge. Wow. But yeah, right now it's all about tacking on as much percent as you can just to make that next stock a little easier, because you're at 162. You know what's going to go at some point.
Yeah, anything will kill. Unless he can run away with this. No, you can't.
Yeah, well, 50 is still good. 50 is still a good place to start, because especially as Maypul, once you get that tether on, you've got a lot of chances, a lot of different ways to move things forward. Yep, 82 is a great place to be here for Maypul.
Okay, down tilt. Okay.
Up to go up to the platform to continue that chase.
And we do have that tether at ready.
All right. Oh, if that dash attack did land, that probably would have been a stock.
Yep. Right now, still.
All right. That is going to do it, though. Ooh,
oh,
no.
Oh.
Great. I don't know how. I really don't know how that works, because like that's what happens when I do it. I get the double hit up there for Maypul, and I don't get the finisher. Yeah, it's like DI dependent. What side you tether to matters. It's really particular.
Well, Lunar does go off the right side here and is on his last stock. Nexplosion looking to at least rack up as much extra credit as possible. And this is going to be really big. Nexplosion obviously seed 7 and Lunar seed 2. This would be a great upset.
Well,
I'm upset that kills.
We're looking at well, that is Zetterburn charged forward strong. That's gonna do it. But yeah, okay, puts the Watcher's dash on. That's 65 here on Lunar. A lot of different ways that Nexplosion could be thinking about what to do next. But for the meantime, Lunar seems to have these conversions on lock. This could go a very different way very soon.
It's like a homing missile.
You're not gonna be able to finish it here, but. A chance for a tech chase. Okay, nice dash attack. And that might do it, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, wow, great comeback here.
You know, for a second, I thought Lunar was playing cleats because he doesn't miss.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, don't give it to Nexplosion.
Wait, no, hold on.
Why?
Because... Are they? Because here's what's confusing me right here.
Yes.
So, who we think is Lunar has the Saiyan shirt over there, and you have the Saiyan tag in game on the Maypul. Is it just irony, or are they like mixed up?
Oh no, I think I did think we mixed it up a bit. So sorry, folks. Looks like.
Yeah, that was Nexplosion game 1.
Okay. Our apologies, folks.
But it's very possible that Nexplosion was the no, hold on. That Lunar's the Maypul, and then Next was the Zetter.
Okay. Next
yeah,
was Zetter.
that's yeah, okay. So we had that mixed up the whole time.
All right, sorry about that,
Sorry
folks.
about that. Well, it was just the names. The players continue.
Oh, I know why they started on different sides.
Yeah,
that's what happened. Okay,
that's what happened.
Our
Yep,
apologies, folks. Anyway,
well, yeah, Nexplosion with a comeback there on that game 1.
And there we go. We're going to our favorite stage. At least this is turning out to be my favorite stage. I love the orange hue of Twilight.
Yeah, and this is almost exactly how it looked in all the previous Rivals, or all the previous Ether games, I should say, because Dungeons of Ether also features Jules Veil.
I think it's incredible that there's so many Ether games that I've never heard about.
Yeah, there's only like 2 or 3 that aren't Rivals, but they're good. Definitely give them a look. They're all still available on Steam. There's Creatures of Ether, Dungeons of Ether, and these characters have also appeared in other games as well.
Yeah, one is a Pokemon-like, another one is a rogue-like. Definitely gotta.
I think Creatures of Ether is like a card game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I will never play that. But for everybody else who likes card games, go for it. And right now, it looks like Lunar's actually going for it here. I'm loving these setups there with the Twig. And that forward strong.
That's a down strong there, and that's going to be taking it off that top right corner. And Lunar with the lead here.
Nexplosion trying to get that early, not that early kill there, but secure the kill there with that down.
Great parry on the plant, and unfortunately very well timed because it was just the right time to be able to parry Lunar as well.
Yeah, that plant looks like straight out of Little Shop of Horrors. It's gonna kill us all one day.
I don't know. Pretty small, if you ask me.
Hey, you know, Maurice started small too.
Well, we also had what is it? Sylvanos, who is also not in the game. If you want a big plant, that's your little shop of horrors right there.
Anyway, this is looking like a horror here for Nexplosion. He is down a whole stock.
But the pressure is on, and the up strong is going to take the stock, and with that, Nexplosion evens it up. And this is final stock. If Nexplosion takes this, that's it. It's top 8 time.
Oh, wait.
What a wave dash down strong. That was so clean.
Okay, we're keeping it going. Keep it up. You gotta keep your timing up or you're gonna drop the combo.
All right, well, time for Lunar to put on a little bit of offense here.
Whoa, all right, Nexplosion. Trying to get that kill, get this upset here. All right, but Lunar fighting back right now. Whoa, great movement right there. Unfortunately, just landed off that platform. Oh, I think that may be dead.
Edge guard, yeah, not able to make it back there. And that's going to be Lunar for game 2, but it was back and forth for sure. Either player had a chance.
That's a wrap.
That air dodge off stage was so tragic. If we could run back that last stock just to see that moment, I'm like, that's the game. Lunar recognized that immediately. He's like, that's my stock.
Yeah, right there. And opted to go for the down special shorten. I honestly would have probably dropped a little lower and gone for a low up B, because Zetterburn can kind of mix up the timing by using the angle against the wall, and you have a lot more options that way. If you brute force it, all it takes is a little poke, and that's what we saw.
I am starting to see that we've got 2 sides building over here. Lunar is Team Pepsi. Nexplosion, Team Water. I'm for Team Water.
Stay hydrated, folks. All right, well, we're looking at a bit of counter picking here, and it's gonna land on Rock Wall for game 3.
Hey, couldn't be any other way. You got the tall walls, and one of these players is gonna get rocked.
Well, back and forth here after the immediate dash attack opener from Lunar.
Right now, keeping up this pressure, and those platforms are really good for that as well. Is that going to be the kill? Almost.
Not quite. Nice use of the neutral special to play a little bit of defense from above, be able to land safely. This is another stage with a lot of really nice landing options. Similar to Merchant Port, where if you're up there, it's not over. You're not going to be up there forever.
Not forever, but
also,
you always have to get back down.
Ceiling. Great little bit of advantage there from Nexplosion. A lot to break down, but if you were paying attention better than I was, perfectly executed ledge hog. That's how you know.
Yeah, it looks like Nexplosion actually getting a little scared over here. We have these odd air dodges that are obviously misinput.
I mean, it also could just be like thinking you're gonna air dodge and then you press the button just a little bit late after you get hit, and then it's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I think best thing for him to do in this moment is just, if he loses his next stock here in the next minute or so, take a deep breath and then go in head clear.
Yeah, well, if you're a player like Nexplosion who's using a lot of like the precise movement tools that you're offered by pressing that dodge button, it makes sense as a misinput that you would make.
Yeah.
Oh, great catch with that fireball there. Oh, okay. We'll almost, well, it is Dacus. It is dash attack canceled up strong, but specifically we call that the Gatling after Guilty Gear.
Oh.
Nope, you're fine.
Okay.
Oh, but another perfectly executed ledge hog. Lunar has those on lock.
Yeah, now Nexplosion on his last stock, not taking that moment to breathe. He's like, I can do this. I can bring it back. Start swinging.
Keeps up the pressure here. Okay, well, nah. Expected Nexplosion to try and break out with immediate movement and goes for an up tilt instead, but just like that, we're right back to the scrap.
Yep.
And these two are kind of not giving each other a lot of room to breathe.
Not at
Did
all.
that just, huh?
Oh yeah, that's gonna kill.
A cross up sweet spot forward air. Now that's a new one for me.
Okay, and now what Nexplosion has to do here is just not go off stage. He is dead if he goes off stage.
I don't know, against Maypul? Maypul's not much of an edge guarder, if you ask me.
No, but for the ledge hogs.
Oh,
Luna's
true.
got that every
I
time.
didn't think about that. Well, it's about being debuff stage in that case. I think it's interesting that Lunar opts to finish the combo with neutral air just to get the confirmed extra hit and then try and continue advantage from there rather than gambling on the up air DI mix-up.
Yeah, we're not gambling people here, but
we are absolutely not gambling with that one. Solid spike to finish that set off, and Lunar proving that second seed true with game 3.
That was so good.
Yeah.
Like, once Lunar just saw like him off stage, is like, all right, you know what? No ledge hogging time. I'm gonna beat you with my own 2 hands.
An excellent set from both of these players, back and forth the whole time. As much as it seemed like Lunar had the lead,
yeah,
let's go. We love friendship.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, as much as Lunar held the lead for most of that set, we also saw so many incredible moments from Nexplosion where it's just like everything turned around in an instant. And like the movement was so creative throughout the set, but Lunar was just tight execution, didn't drop the ball. It was just, you know, did what Maypul has to do. Get the job done the easy way and, well, in this case, the right way.
Yeah, but Nexplosion obviously feeling really good after that first game. I would be too. Hey, to get one game here, like even if I know 2-2 is kind of like that gold standard you want. Like you're better than like half the people here.
Players who've already gotten here are already like 2, maybe 3 wins in. And it's 2 wins in winners, which is also a little more of an accomplishment because you're going to be walking away with at least 9th place.
9th place,
and that's a nice label to have right there.
Right, my first tournament I win 9th place. That's pretty good, and especially only losing to seed number 2 in winners right now. Good job.
That's a good run.
But the run's not over. Nexplosion is going to be there in losers. I'm sure that we are going to see him on stream once more. Perhaps not for our block, but for the next one. So, folks, if you're like, you know, is this the rest of Rivals? Like, is this all you have? No, not at all. Stick around.
It's not quite over because if you lose in a winners quarterfinal match, you end up playing for 9th. If you win, you go to top 8, and then you're potentially on stream there.
Yeah, you gotta get at least 8th place. You want to get that top cut.
Well, we're gonna. Oh no, we're gonna look at us for a moment while everyone's putting in their controls.
Yep.